Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap has got a real mixture of things in. I do a little bit of plasma cutting, I do a pressure test and a repair on a bronze casting I did quite a while ago. Debs does the draw on the more and right micrometer. I've got some viewer mail comes in, I'll have a look at that. I bought a set of ER40 collets for the new collet chuck I made, because the ones I was using were belonged to a friend of mine. I bought a set of collets from 3 to 26 mil. I do a test on them as in to see how accurate each one is in turn. I think I tested 3 or 4 of them and the results were very, very impressive indeed. I showed quite a bit of that.
Hi, I'm Deb, I'm John's wife, and for tonight's draw we've got a 1-inch micrometer and it's by Moa Right. There we go. I pretend I know what I'm doing. Okay. Once again, here's our big bucket. We'll have that one. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. Susan Champion. Or Campion. Susan Campion. Well done, you.
Right, Deb, thanks for that. I'll get that micrometer in the post this week. I'm going to do another draw. This time the draw is going to be for this Micks Puppy internal micrometer. I'll bring the camera in and get a close-up of that. This is what's going to be this week's giveaway. Micks Puppy internal micrometer. Absolutely pristine, as new, in the box, never been opened. This was also sent in by a viewer last week. Once again, if you want to take part in the draw, all you've got to do is send me an email. That's my email address up there. Send me an email with your name. Your name goes into the bucket, and Deb or myself or Emmy or somebody will draw the names out, and whoever wins, whoever's name comes out of the bucket, I will post the item off to them anywhere in the world, totally free of charge. All this is just a little way of me saying thank you and putting a little bit back. People have started to send gifts in purely and simply for the draw, which I think is fantastic. I mean, I've got the micrometer, I've got 2 of these anyway, so it's pointless me keeping another one when it could be given away and somebody's going to get good use out of it. So that's the way it works. I was at my friend Mick's house this morning, dropping some gear off for him. Sadly, Mick had a dog, a wire-haired German pointer called Otto, which I think Otto was about 12-year-old, and he died later on last year. Mick did say he wasn't going to replace him, but he has. He's looked around and he's eventually found another little dog puppy to replace him. When I was there, the puppy was there, and I had the camera in the car, and I just had to take a little bit of video footage of the dog. It's absolutely amazing what a proper little character he is. So I think what I might do is just take a few minutes video of the dog each week and just put them on the end of the nightcap. It'll be interesting to see how the dog progresses and grows up. But I think you'll agree he really is a proper character. And towards the end of the video clip, which it's less than a minute long, there's a picture of Otto's father standing there, and you think that this little furry ball is going to grow up to be a huge dog like that. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that. This is the cylinder header cast for Richard's Sentinel steam wagon, and that's the actual valve that was on the original wagon. So that's really old. That needs stripping and cleaning and a little spring making for it. But the problem I've got is we put this on the wagon last weekend and it was actually leaking. It appeared to be leaking around here like a porous casting, which is unusual because the casting looks really good, and I've had no problems at all with any of my bronze castings being porous. So what I'm going to do is clamp it down onto this piece of steel, just put 4 clamps on and put a hydraulic test on it, pressure test, and so I can see exactly where it is leaking from. It was hard to tell on the wagon because it's quite dark whereabouts it's fitted on the wagon, and I couldn't really get in. So I took it back off. I'm going to pressure test it, and so I'll put it that way because I think it's around here it's leaking. I'll pressure test it and see if I can actually find out where it's leaking from and probably run some bronze weld around it to repair it. Like I say, that's plenty of material here. It's quite thick. Unusual for a bronze casting to be porous. Anyway, porous it is. That's quarter BSP, so I need a quarter BSP nipple to go in there, and that will go into my pressure test rig. Just put a little bit of PTFE tape on here. In the day they would have used asbestos and white lead or something equally as horrible. PTFE will do for me for the minute. I haven't even put it in the vase, John. It's pissing around like a bell end. Right, put it that way. Like I say, then we can get a good look at this front face where we think it's leaking from. These clamps should pull it down tight enough to stop any leakage between this and the face, because it has got a decent gasket on it. This is the test pump I'm going to use. It's actually something my daughter gave us, of all people. It was in a... Anyway, I got it off my daughter. I've just got some ordinary soluble oil and some white water. Right. And put a bit of pressure onto it. The boiler runs at 255, so the pump's got to pour at least that out. That's it there, squirting out a little shit. It's around there where it's porous. And this isn't just stuck on top, it's actually fused in, welded in properly. See, it's unusual for us to have a porous bronze casting. I've done loads of castings and you either a total failure or the work spot on. There's plenty of pressure on there. There's certainly nothing leaking out of the where I've raised it up. I'll get a mill and cut and tie the edges up, and then a die grinder. Pressure's holding at 300 dead steady. No chances. There, that's bone dry. All I need to do now is repair the tap, refurbish the tap, and that'll be able to go back on the wagon. I mean, there was only one little pinhole there, and the hole wasn't as big as a fly's leg, which is, it's unusual to have a porous casting in bronze. It's the first one I've ever had, and I've done quite a lot of bronze casting, various cylinders and whatnot, and they've all been good. I'll leave the pressure on there, but it's holding up, no problem at all. Let's go, just left the gasket on. These are actually superheater coils of the central steam engine, central steam wagon. That's somehow getting roped into. It's certainly a bonny little thing. Yeah. Only going to be here since we're in 6 months' time.
Aye.
What's that? What's that?
Come here, Stick.
Come on, Stig. Stig. Right hand, that's right. Good lad. Good boy. Right, friendly little thing, isn't he? I was across at my friend's big house. My friend's big house. Bell End.